This is chapter 2 of The Power of One More. One more and living in your matrix. This is your last chance. After this, there is no turning back. You take the blue. I think we read that. No, we just read the beginning. Yes. So this is a couple pages into the chapter. Living a deeper life by slowing down your matrix. In the beginning of the chapter, if you remember, it talked about he referenced the movie The Matrix and how the whole movie really was a reflection of the reticular activating system, RAS, the reticular activating system. Okay, so he's going to continue to reference the Matrix, and he is talking about the RAS. Living a deeper life by slowing down your matrix. The concept of slowing down time can be traced back to ancient civilizations. The 5th century BC philosopher Zeno posed the question, if a flying arrow appears to be arrested in any particular instant in flight, doesn't it actually make it motionless? It was one of many paradoxes he posed in his time. We've come a long way since then, but the concept of our relationship with time fascinates us, just like in The Matrix. If you want to live a deeper, more meaningful life, you must learn to slow down your internal pace. From a technical standpoint, The Matrix used cinematic special effects to create what has become known as bullet time. Bullet time was created by placing 120 cameras in a 360-degree circle around the action, taking thousands of shots, and then stitching those shots together. The results make viewers feel like they're moving around a slow-motion scene that plays out in a matter of seconds, which is what you ultimately see in the movie. As directors, the Wachowskis, that could be a different pronunciation, weren't the first to use the technique, but they were the first to take it mainstream. It's used several times in The Matrix, the subs and the sequels, but best known and remembered used when Neo dodges the bullet after the bullet on a rooftop, hence bullet time. Bullet time can work for you too. It's the equivalent of an extreme version of stopping to smell the roses. But it's a lot more than that. When you strategically slow down your physical mental being and create a space that allows your senses and brain to reset, you see things differently. And you start to realize one mores have been there all along. You just need to change the variables in your life to see them. The key is to be aware of your circumstances and your environment. Bullet time allows you to go looking for one more business deal, concentrate on one more way to improve your tennis game, one more way to make your marriage better. I'm trying to free your mind, Neo, but I can only show you the door. You're the one that has to walk through it, Morpheus. It takes time and focus to engage in your present life. Much like The Matrix, you'll be more invested in what happens to you when you put forth this effort. Just as important, you must consciously decide which path you want to choose. This brings us to the famous blue pill versus red pill choice Neo must make. When Morpheus asked Neo to choose between the pills, he essentially asked Neo to choose between fate and free will. The Matrix, taking the blue pill, represents choosing fate. All choices are already decided, and actions are predetermined. The concept of choice is only an illusion. Neo instead opts for the red pill and places himself in a place where free will, where he can change his fate based on his decisions. He joins Morpheus and Trinity, another key freedom fighter who also place a higher value on free will. no matter how unpleasant that world is. Everyone has the same ability to choose their reality. One more thinkers are simply more intentional about it. They want to choose free will and action because they know what they want and combine thinking and action to move them closer to their standard goals. They raise their awareness levels. In doing so, they slow down their world. And their world changes to better align with what they want in life. Neo, sooner or later, you're going to realize, just as I said, there's a difference between knowing the path and walking the path, Morpheus. Because of the pace of our lives, we often choose to look at only certain things, to travel along pre established paths. For many, it's a matter of expediency, but it also eliminates several colors in the big, beautiful rainbow of life. Don't be too hard on yourself. It's if this sounds like you. From the time we're born, we're taught to obey others, follow the rules, and memorize facts. As the world goes faster and faster, it's more of a struggle to keep in a light speed technologically driven era. To survive, we constantly accept that others decide that because what's best for us and that we should follow without question. What if you challenge that assumption? Not all the time, but in areas of your life that are important to you. What if you gave yourself a mental timeout and thought long and hard about the choices you face? What if you explored your options more deeply when it mattered? One more thinker should be more deeply engaged in their own lives when possible. Your matrix and your choice between red pill and blue pill are waiting for you. That was the second segment of chapter 2 of The Power of One More. This is a book by Ed Mylett. Good book. I've read it twice, and during this narration, this is the third time reading it with you guys. I appreciate you being here. I've done a previous session on it with some other books. If you guys enjoy these sessions, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for other content. Have a good night.